Building has never been my strong suit, and I don't think I'm the only one that struggles with this problem because I know damn well y'all's houses are looking something like this. It just has never made sense to me how people can turn this random assortment of blocks into something so realistic. Like, how the fuck? However, today I was presented with a unique opportunity that didn't exactly fit my skill set. I got invited to a $10,000 building competition. Now, I was absolutely jazzed for this opportunity, but if I was the one actually building, there was no chance I was going to win. So I got to thinking, how could I win a high-stakes building competition while being garbage at building?
Dog shit.
Then, it hit me. There's a common quote in the business world that goes something along the lines of, hire your weaknesses and then move your ass out of the way. This means that if you find someone that can perform a task better than you can and you can afford to pay them, do it, because the overall efficiency of your operation is better. Now this got me thinking, what if I didn't have to do any of the building? All I would have to do is find someone good to do it for me and then find a foolproof way to sneak them into this contest. It was going to be tough, but I hatched a master plan. Alright, so step one was me going out and finding a professional Minecraft builder. However, this was going to be easier said than done because when you're looking for a professional Minecraft builder, there's a 90% chance you're getting scammed by an 8-year-old kid on Fiverr. But luckily for me, I had a plug. One of my homies, Sipover, has used a lot of builders in the past for his videos, and he was able to connect me with a builder named Horace Altman. Now, Horace is a guy that, kinda knows what he's doing. This was the perfect man for the job, as he could easily wipe the floor with the other 99 YouTubers in this building event. However, I needed a way to sneak him in. And this is where step 2 of this plan comes in. I went out and bought an alt account that looked exactly like my main account and planned to give this login information to our boy Horace. Then, I would whitelist myself under this alt account name where he would log on and do all of the building for me while I watched via screen share in a Discord call. Yo, you're doing great, man. Yeah, I was basically electing to be a fat-ass freeloader for this entire video, but hey, it was for the 10 grand. I had pulled all this together about 10 hours before this event was supposed to start. And even though I had an immense amount of confidence that this plan was going to work, I was still worried we weren't accounting for some vital things. Like, what if people recognize the name change? Chunk Nasty instead of Chuck Nasty? Even though my fans call me that all the time by accident, all it would take is one person to realize that that's not my actual name. Or what about the fact that this event was going to have proximity chat, and I wouldn't be able to use that because I wouldn't actually be playing on the account? Or what if the host of this event, Karl Jacobs, found out and hated me? These were the only thoughts on my mind when I went to sleep that night. But when the next day arrived, I buried my feelings of worry and anxiety. I called Horace, got him online, had him log into the alt Minecraft account, while I sat back and prepared to watch this man cook under my name. It was game time. The first order of business was to lay extremely low in the pre-game lobby. This is where everybody would be together and the risk of us getting exposed would be at the highest. So all we had to do was not do anything. Wait, Horace, test if your proximity chat is muted.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, Apollo, can you hear me? Apollo, can you hear me? Apollo? Okay, I think I'm good.
Okay, Horace, just try to lay low, like, we do not want any attention.
Nah, bro, who invited
You
Zach?
got him the...
Yeah,
Who invited Zach?
who do you think you are?
Yo, Horace, what's good, Horace Altman?
Yo,
Horace.
I thought his name was Chuck Nasty, not Chunk Nasty.
Well, wasn't that just fantastic? Not even 5 minutes in, we already had someone that was suspicious of the name change, and then our friend, the plug, the man that made this entire plan possible, Sipover, was about to ruin it.
Dude, you want to know a secret?
What's the secret?
This is secretly Horace Altman.
Like, what is he doing? Horace frantically DM'd Sipover to try and get him to shut his mouth. But not wanting to take any risks, we just decided to run away. Oh my god.
Sipover just
actually gonna
exiting
throw
the
this
frick
whole
out of
thing.
me. I know.
What
Gonna
a
ruin the whole video.
bum ass.
Chuck Nasty!
Oh boy.
Fuck, that's a...
Was that his Discord account?
At this point, I was completely paranoid, so I went over to my channel and changed my channel description to read Chunk Nasty instead of Chuck Nasty. But that didn't seem to do anything, as Sipover kept bringing more people over to me.
Yo, Weepy's Pair, you gotta come over to Chuck right now.
No,
Run!
Well, it's just like Horace is on his account. And he's
Fuck
not-
off!
These are 28 Minecraft things.
Oh no. Oh no, parents. No, they know. Oh no, they know. They know.
Turn around and
oh,
throw
frick.
hands with Wi-Fi. Chuck Nasty, wait. I'm a big fan of your work.
Big COs. Big COs. Big COs is Chuck Nasty.
Wait a second. I love Chuck Nasty.
Nasty? Wait a second.
Wait,
Zip
Chunk
over your
Nasty, what
legs.
the fuck? Who's this?
Yeah, I really don't know what Sipover was gaining from all of this, and I thought for sure by now my cover would be blown. But thankfully, everybody kinda seemed to just brush it off, or they thought they were just misremembering my name. The only people who ended up for sure knowing what was going on were the homies Weefies and Parrot. They promised Horace and I that they wouldn't leak, and they even proposed a plan to help us get this victory. So Horace walked to the far corner of the lobby where nobody would be able to hear him, and it was there that Weefies and Parrot pitched their idea.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yo! Oh my god.
Hey, dude, this
I'm a huge fan of your work.
Okay, so we're gonna ensure that you win. So, who, like?
Yeah, do you have any
in this-
ops?
Yeah,
Any
yeah.
building
do you have any
ops?
Because I have like a creative hotbar where I have like potions that can kill people in creative. So
Yeah.
like, give me a
That was
list
good
of
sick.
players who are like actual competition to you.
Okay, I've been walking around this entire thing. You want to know how many people are competition to me right now?
How many?
None.
Last name ever, first name greatest, like the square.
Okay, if I start seeing someone like cook, I'm just gonna grief them, bro.
Yeah.
Wait.
Hello.
You don't sound like Chuck Nasty.
Oh, I wonder why.
What do you mean?
Oh wait, Chuck, you got a cold or something?
Okay, so apparently Parrot and Weefies had found an exploit, and they were basically going to be personal hitmen if they found out somebody was actually building really well. Combine that with the fact that Horace straight up said nobody can compete with him, I was feeling pretty good at this point. After a little bit more waiting, the first round of this competition was underway. We had 30 minutes to build the best Minecraft house. This was a pretty open-ended, simple prompt designed to weed out the terrible builders, so in my mind, Horace had this in the bag. I just sat back and got ready to watch someone who has mastered their craft work their magic. Let's go, Horace! Let's go!
Okay, I'm gonna make this pretty tall.
Yo, that sound is so nice. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, I'm so much better. I counted this perfectly by memory. So
Bro, got this like embedded in your mind.
I do. Here, watch this. Look, now it's an open window.
Oh, okay. See, bro, I'm learning stuff here.
Oh boy, I'm in trouble.
Oh my god, we don't even have the roof built. This is gonna be close. This is gonna be close.
Bro, I'm making mistakes.
It's okay, it's okay. I think like an unfinished house is still better than half the builds here.
Bro, I'm like starting to shake. Okay, let's breathe. Breathe.
Let's go, let's go.
Yo, like bro, you gotta lock in. You got like 2 minutes left. Come on, Chuck, don't fold. Dude, he's not done. He's not done.
Don't listen to them.
1
Don't
minute
listen to
30
them.
seconds, bro.
Oh, what
Lock
the
in. 1
frick?
minute 30 seconds, Chuck. Come on,
Frick
bro.
off.
Horace, come on, finish the roof. We're not gonna be first round exits, I believe. Whew. Oh my god. Way to clutch, way to clutch. Okay, so that was a little bit closer than I would have expected for round 1, but thank God Horace was able to dial in and finish the house. Now it was time to wait for the judges to come around and determine if our build was good enough to move on to round 2. And this ended up taking a long ass time. Horace and I were able to pass the time by checking out other people's builds, and that was quite an experience.
Oh my gosh, they're like...
What the hell? With tongue too.
Yeah, with like, do you see the drooling too?
Yeah! But then after an hour of sitting around doing nothing, they just told everybody left that they were moving on to the next round.
Ah! We survived. They literally never saw our build, and we survived.
This was kind of hilarious because that means Horace and I were stressing out for nothing. But this moment right here showed us just how questionably run this building competition was. As we looked around, there were a lot of builds that, no offense, did not deserve to move on. Like, some of these builds were a whole nother level of ass. Now, it might seem like I'm just being a hater, which I am, but I'd say I have a good reason to. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Here we have 2 builds. We have build A on the left and build B on the right. I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to decide which build you think is better. Well, if you chose build B, you're obviously wrong because the dirt house is obviously the better build. I'm not even joking. Karl Jacobs actually let this dirt house get to the next round and then proceeded to eliminate this treehouse build. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention the build where the YouTubers Cash and Nico were making out. That one also passed too.
And now we're at a point where all of the builds are really good.
Yeah, so the judging was pretty questionable. It was clear that there were some favorites and that the best builds didn't always move on. So there was a lot more luck in this than we initially thought. Horace was just going to have to build things so good that nobody could deny or even fathom eliminating it. And that's what we aimed to do in the second round. The theme for this round was an animated character of our choice. We would have 30 minutes to complete this, and then they were going to eliminate 25 more of us. The animated character that Horace wanted to build was Winnie the Pooh, and I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't exactly sure how he was gonna pull this off. But over the next half an hour, I watched this man turn a chunk of yellow concrete blocks into one of the best looking Winnie the Pooh builds in Minecraft I've ever seen. This brother was cooking, man.
I feel confident because I'm the best player in the world. 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 Best player in the world.
We got us one, man! We got us one! I can get you! We got us one!
Okay, see, I like this one, Karl. It's actually 3D. See, these take skill. Okay, you're cooking over here. I don't even have any recommendations. Yeah!
Yeah, if you didn't believe it by now, well, here's your proof that Horace is on a completely different level. And by the time the judges were coming around eliminating builds, we weren't even worried. So Horace and I ended up pondering life in the 45 minutes we were waiting for the judges to finish. Yeah, what, bro, do you believe in like true love, or do you think like most people just settle for the wrong person in their lives? But then our deep and insightful conversation got interrupted by us getting teleported to the middle of the map by Karl Jacobs. At first, we had no clue what we were doing here, but then we realized Karl had an announcement.
Okay, we're in the top 25 now. This definitely took way longer than I was expecting. So I wanted to see if, we're like, actually, we have 3 rounds left.
Oh, God.
Well, that was about the last thing we all wanted to hear. Because for context, this competition had been going on for 4+ hours now, and nobody wanted to be here anymore. Now you're telling us there's 3 more rounds? Oh my god! As we're all freaking out and watching our lives flash before our eyes, Karl then chimed in with a proposal. He said that we could pause the competition and resume it at a later date.
Grab
Please,
everybody
tomorrow.
that's still in and we figure out a time to film again?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Alright, okay.
Yeah.
Everybody loved that idea. The admins then told us that this competition would probably resume in about a week. So it wasn't even going to be that long of a break. This is honestly amazing. Okay, well, it turned out it was a little more than a week. I am not lying when I say this. It took Karl Jacobs and his team 2 months to resume this competition. If you're wondering how such a clown show can take place, it has something to do with coordinating with 25 different people's unique schedules and also trying to fit their schedules with a main member of the Mr. Beast crew. Karl's poor admin team, man. I honestly felt bad. They would propose a date and then 20 people could make it, but 5 couldn't. So we'd have to find another day. Or then we would have a date, be ready to go, and then the servers would just crash. It got to the point where I was convinced that this wasn't even gonna finish. Like, they were just gonna scrap this video entirely. I especially thought this when no admins were responding to anybody for like a couple weeks straight. It wasn't until they messaged all of us one day that they informed us they were going to be resuming this competition on a random Monday afternoon. And if you couldn't end up making it, well, that's tough, because they were just going to get substitutes. When that day finally arrived, Horace and I almost forgot to show up. In our minds, it was inconceivable that they were actually for real starting the second round. And if it wasn't for this random guy DMing me that morning, there's a good chance I would have completely forgot. Now, this DM was interesting. This guy was claiming to just have insider information that the next round of this competition was going to be a team-based event, and he was essentially asking if I wanted to team. Now, I didn't know if this guy was just straight lying to me, but I took him up on his offer. I also told him that if we needed another person, we should let my only friend left in the event, Weefies, join us. He was more than happy to comply, as he was under the impression I was an extreme god builder that was going to carry this team to victory. I informed Horace of this new development, and after 2 months and 3 days, we were finally back on the event server, ready to take this W. Hold up, we gotta get turned up for this, bro. Let's go! I cannot believe they're really waiting 55 minutes for Skeppy to show up. Well, it turns out we got prematurely amped up because we were sitting in this lobby for almost an hour, waiting for one of the event judges, Skeppy, to show up. Now, this was just kind of funny. It was almost like the people running this competition didn't think that anyone had anything better to do. And the wait ended up being so long that Weefies had to get off and go to class. This was the absolute worst thing that could happen, because when the round finally started, it ended up being a team event, exactly like our insider man Prolix said. Except, since Weefies had to go and get his Harvard education, we were now a man down. And to top this all up, Skeppy didn't even end up showing up. So what the fuck did we just wait an hour for? Shortly after, Karl Jacobs explained to us how this team round would work. Each team would get 4 players, and each of those players would have 5 minutes to build. But the catch was, only one of us could build at a time. It was our responsibility to work together as a team and build the best Minecraft mob. Now, my team consisted of 3 players. Me, the insider man Prolix, and a YouTuber named Fingies. We were completely panicking at this point because not having a 4th teammate meant we were going to have 5 less minutes to build than all the other teams. So we resorted to begging the admins in the chat to give one of us a 10-minute build round to make up the difference. They eventually listened, but despite me asking to be the recipient of the 10-minute build round, they gave it to Fingies. I don't know why they did that, and no offense to my boy Fingies, he's the homie, but there ain't no way he's better at building than my boy Horace. Of course, my teammates Prolix and Fingies had no idea I had hired third-party help, but in my mind I was freaking out, because this meant Horace could only work his magic for 5 minutes. In order to communicate with my teammates, I told them that my in-game Minecraft voice chat was bugging and that we'd have to use Discord. I hopped on my main Discord account, where I'd be able to talk to them and act like I was the one actually doing my building. When in reality, Horace would be building, and he was going to be in my ear the entire time, telling me what to tell my teammates to make sure they weren't messing anything up. Horace decided he wanted to build an ocean guardian with an ambient ocean environment surrounding it. So it was my job to make sure my teammates were following Horace's instructions, while also acting like these were all my ideas and I was the one building it. The first builder up on our team was Fingies. Horace wanted him to just build plants like coral and kelp, and so Being Horace's puppet, I got right to work.
Go, build. Tell him to build. Tell him to build.
Build! Build, Fingies, go!
Sorry, let's go.
Fingies, cook!
Just do that for 5 minutes.
I honestly just say just do that for 5 minutes, bro.
Yeah. Bingies, you're a man now.
Yes, for real. Let's go, Fingies!
Guys, I don't think this is a Minecraft mob. These are trees.
Bro, is this guy for real?
I mean, you're certainly not doing anything.
We're not even 2 minutes in and he's already riding our ass. Come on, Piggies, finish strong. I got 15 seconds left. Okay, this is gas. The first 5 minutes was a success. Fingies built the coral and kelp that Horace wanted, but it wouldn't have seemed like that if you listened to the judges' responses.
Still not exactly seeing a Minecraft mob here. I'm gonna be honest. And I'm just seeing some plants and some colors, to be honest.
I actually want to ram my head into a wall. These judges are going to make me fucking lose it. I don't know why they were so pressed that they didn't see a mob within the first 5 minutes. Like, damn, y'all gave us 20 minutes. Let us cook. But they were going to get their wish sooner than later. Because the next person up to build was none other than your boy, Chunk Nasty. Yo, I cannot tell you how dialed Horace was. Bro, he was going to bang this Guardian out in 5 minutes. And I couldn't wait to see this pure cinema in action.
Alright. Chunk, do your magic. I trust you, bro. Fully. Guys, better lock in. Only top 2 goes through. Top 2.
Get some DNT in my inventory.
We could shoot minecarts at them.
Yeah. No.
Oh yeah! Let's go!
Oh my god!
I don't know if you can hear us.
Alright, I gotta...
Just tell him to increase. Tell him to increase the kelp. That's all that he needs. More
Okay,
kelp, more
Loki,
fish.
can you guys increase the height of the kelp? Because he kind of looks like he's just...
Yeah.
Man, put some respect on my boy's name, man. Even with only 5 minutes to build, Horace still brought the heat. The last 10 minutes of this round just consisted of Prolix and Fingies building microfish, bubbles, and adding water. And by the time we were done, this build was looking fine. We were extremely confident that this build was a top 2 build for this round and that we would be moving on. Of course, we had to wait and let them judge every build. They even came over and asked us why we deserved to win.
Why do you think you deserve to be in the top 2?
Because we got like a whole environment and we also have like a guardian here.
This is honestly kind of a monster build.
They then proceeded to eliminate builds one by one until it was down to our team and yellow team for the last spot.
Okay, here's what's gonna happen. Perp is gonna stand above one platform. I'm gonna stand above the other one. We're both gonna be holding out these devices. That would blow up the plot.
Wow, this is a lot of yapping just to show that we win.
There we go.
Okay, alright.
Elimination. Okay, get ready for it. Big reveal. It's about to happen.
Oh my god!
What the frick, guys? Oh no. Wait, do we...
No way!
What the shit?
What?
That's dumb, but okay.
There's no way!
What?
Team was eliminated.
Wow, this is a lot of yapping just to show that we win.
Bro, please, bro. Why you do
Yeah, that was a bit shocking. I don't know if we got too high on our own supply and we're just so biased that our build was better that we completely lost sight of the big picture, or we actually got shafted. I still don't really know. Although, when all of us found out exactly what we lost to, we were pissed. Wait, go, Horace, go over to the build.
Yeah. That's...
We
the
lost
cat
to
one.
that. Are you fucking serious?
There's no fucking way, bro.
That is...
Yeah, that's actually like...
Wait, am I tripping? What the
Add him to a call.
Them bone meal jungle trees, are you kidding me, bro? We spent all this time building an environment just to lose to bone meal trees. Fingies then decided to make a crash out group chat where we let all of our frustrations out, and then we felt a little bit lighter. Hell, it's really hard to hate on anybody on the yellow team. I mean, come on, they're all like the nicest people ever. It honestly sucks that I, or should I say Horace, didn't pull out the W. And if we did end up winning the money, we probably would have donated to charity. I couldn't bring myself to pocket that money. But Horace is a winner in my heart, and this theory was confirmed after seeing some of the builds that made the finals of this competition. Horace would have destroyed you bots. Anyways, my salty ass has just got to upload this video. Sorry I haven't been uploading lately. You know, January YouTubers get paid jack shit, so subscribe. And on the off chance I don't get completely blacklisted from Karl events after this video, I'll be ready for the next building event.